Good afternoon, folks. Today, I am honored and humbled to have this guest on our show, one of the greatest kickboxers in the history of the sport, Remy Bonjasky. Sir, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing fine. I'm feeling healthy, so
Big heavyweight main event there. Badr Hari is trying to get revenge against the towering Polish fighter, Arkadiusz Wrzosek.
yeah.
What do you think of this fight? It's a big one. What do you have in this matchup?
Well, it's a big one because this Polish terror won from Butter. You know, when we saw the first time they had the matchup, I was like, well, Butter's gonna eat him for breakfast. You know, and it's gonna be in one round finish. But he took 3 rounds to knock him down. Maybe I think it was 4 times. But I think no one expected that last kick, that left kick to the head. No one expected that. And of course, Butter didn't expect it. So that's why I think this fight is going to be big because Butter lost that fight and he's there for revenge. And from experience, I know that Butter, when he comes for revenge, he's willing to kill. So, well, he must win this fight, you know. From all the fights from his whole glory campaign hasn't been good for him. It hasn't been good, you know. Fighting twice against Rico, fighting to Hesdy, and then they had the doping affair, and then they changed it back to the win for Hesdy. Then he fought Adik Bui, lost also, and now against Wrzosek. And then I was like, okay, this one he's gonna win within 1 round, but he still lost that fight. So looking forward to this fight, but he needs to win. He really needs to win the fight because people are going to start to doubt his, you know, his comeback and start to doubt in his power. And I think in his mind, he will start to doubt for himself.
Well, yeah, and it's an interesting thing with Badr that you're saying in his glory career, he's struggled, but Badr Hari is one of the better kickboxers in history, and he's never held one of the major prestigious titles. Every time he was that close, like even against when he was fighting Rico Verhoeven, he was that close. When he fought in the 2 K-1 Grand Prix, he was that close, but just one step away. Even his It's Showtime title was due to a disqualification. Like he's always been that close to being one of the greats.
All-time greats, yeah, because well, he is. If you look at his technique, if you look at how he fights, well, he's maybe the biggest talent we ever had on the face of the earth. But you know, even if you're a talented fighter or a sportsman, you need that crown. You know, you need the credits. And how you get the credits? By winning the Olympics, winning a championship, winning something. You know, and that. He came up short every time.
I know. And it's kind of heartbreaking that I don't think at this point in his career, like you said, he's struggling in glory a little bit. He's in a must-win match here, or else, like you said, we have to start questioning this guy's future. It's surprising how young he is. He started at like 22. He's only in his like early 30s. He's still kind of young.
He's still young. He's still young. And well, he's already 37, but well,
oh my God.
That's not that young anymore.
No, yeah, you're right. I thought he was a bit younger for some reason. I guess, yeah, 37. Yeah, because he started at like 22, 23 in K1. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I believe he started earlier because I was the one who started late. I was 17, 18 when I did my first fight. And I believe he started when he was 12 or 13. Yeah.
Something like that. Because his trainer, when he entered, he was like, this guy is already better than all these other guys.
Yeah. No, he was a great talent, you know, and I fought him twice, you know, and you know, when I fought him, I understood that he was really good, really fast, really strong, hard hitter, hard kicks, but still against me, he came twice too short. Yeah.
Well, absolutely. And I was going to say the game plan of beating Badr, it's easier said than done, that you put pressure on him, make him miss, pick your exchanges, don't let him initiate. Do you think Wrzosek can follow that game plan to a victory, or is Badr Hari going to carry that first round success through the whole fight this time?
I hope.
Don't say that. Don't say I hope.
You know, when I saw Badr after the fight, I told him, man, you have bad luck, or what happened? Did you did something wrong in your lifetime that you got so much, bad luck? But I told him that fighting against this Polish fighter is really, you from the 100 times you will fight him, you will win 99 times, and the one that you lost, we've just seen, And he said, "Yeah, Remy, I don't know what it is. I'm having bad luck. I don't know why." And I said, "Yeah, but you don't need a knockout. You don't need to win everybody on knockout. Even win by points, it would be okay for now. We know his knockout ratio is tremendous. Is great, but right now he doesn't need a knockout. He just needs to win. He needs to win his fight. He doesn't even have to show the people that he will win in the first round. He just needs to win, and from that point, he will start to go up again. But coming up too short every time is not good for his career."
No, I think you're absolutely correct about this. It's like, on paper, we've seen them fight once before, and it seemed like Badr is the better fighter. But I mean, that towering Wrzosek is a quality fighter. He's got an amazing head kick. He packs a lot of power. But yeah, well, it's going to be a fun fight on March 19th at Glory 80. But I want to ask you, you skipped over something there. You and Badr's relationship. I know this was 20 years ago when you guys had your controversial fight. You guys are okay? Like, you see each other in the backstage and talk?
We're okay. We're okay. There was a time that Badr and I were, not best friends. We're not best friends. That's an understatement. But we disliked each other. And because we were both at the top, I was already at that time. I won from him in 2007, and then again in 2008, and and the people know the fight that I had in 2008 was a tournament fight, and everybody was like, okay, you got two of the greatest fighters, and they will meet each other in the final. And everybody was like, wow, we're going to see the greatest matchup that we ever seen. And then, I knocked him down in the first round. In the second round, you got all crazy, try to hit me on when I was on the ground. And it's not MMA. It's kickboxing, stand-up fight.
No, it's not pride. It's not pride rules.
Yeah. And after that, we didn't see each other for maybe 10 years. And when I saw him, I believe it was 2 days, no longer, 3 weeks after the Wrzosek fight. Then I saw him, and we talked, we spoke, and it was okay. It was okay. And I even spoke to him maybe 2 years ago, and I was on the phone. I was actually talking to Mike Pazanier, but he was sitting in a car, and then we spoke to each other, and it was okay. So we don't have any, bad blood or anything.
No animosity or anything like that at this point.
No. That was it's past.
It was in the past. And you do some really cool stuff of reaching out to former opponents. You have a really cool YouTube channel where you break down your old fights, and that's awesome. But you also interview guys like Peter Aerts, Alistair Overeem. That's a really cool thing. I think COVID kind of screwed up the channel, but when are you bringing it back?
Well, we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and within 2 weeks, I have one video up again. Yeah, I'm gonna start to do it because of COVID. I was, doing some other things, but I will bring that back. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. That is good to hear. And we also have on Glory 80, one of my favorite fights, Tiffany van Soest will be defending her title against a champion from another organization. This is part of the Glory Rivals initiative. She's going to be fighting Kobayashi. She is from RISE, and she is a very good talent. I spoke to Tiffany van Soest a few days ago. She's excited for this one because she requested this matchup. She wanted a champion from another organization. It's cool that Glory is reaching out to Infusion and RISE to get new champions in and mix it up.
It's super cool. I hope they will do this even more, because sometimes you want to see which one of the great organizations, which one is the best, And people have been talking about this. When are they going to start doing this? To have the champion of this organization fighting against the other one from another organization. And I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy that it's finally there, that they are doing this, because we need to see the collaboration for between great organizations. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited, especially for this fight. Van Soest versus Kobayashi. Two strong ladies, and they will go at it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a great fight. Do you have a game plan? I got Tiffany in this one. I think she's going to outpoint her. Do you have a personal preference or a game plan for this one?
Well, I think Tiffany is very good with making points. She knows when to accelerate, and I think in the first or second round she will take it easy, and from there she will go hard and fast. Yeah.
And I co-sign with you as well. Also on this card, maybe the tallest fight in Glory history with Jamal Ben Saddik versus Levi Rigters. It's tough to score this fight because I'm not sure where Jamal is in his career. Like he was nearly a champion just a few months ago in the first round there. Levy's a really good talent. What do you see in this matchup? Who do you have?
Well, Ben Saddik, Jamal he's strong, he's powerful. And I think that will be the thing for him to win. If it will go on points, I think he will lose some Levi. And Levi is very good with his techniques, with his combos. Nobody tested his head, or I don't know if his chin is strong or not. So that's what we're gonna see on the 19th of March, because I know he's strong. I know he can take some because he took some punches from Tarek Babes when they fought. And I know Tarek is very strong with his hands. But fighting against Jamal's strong, and he has really good hard punches. But making his combination, the combination from punch, kick, that's not that good from Jamal. But Levi knows how to make the punches, how he knows how to move away, making the combination really Dutch style, and even uses his jumping knees. Wow, I love the jumping knees. That was my trademark. I love the jumping knees. So I'm really happy that this matchup is there, and I will go for Levi. I will go for Levi Rigters. Yeah, because he's a young star. He's a young star coming up, and I had that chance once, to it was my first fight in Japan, and I came to Japan. They wanted they called me 2 weeks before the fight, and I had to fight against Ray Safo. And at that time, Ray Safo was one of the strongest, best knockout artists at that time, in stand-up fight. And I came there. Nobody gave me a chance. They said, I hope you will go to the second round. Wow. I made him stop in the fourth. I made the Ray Sable stop in the fourth. So I'm looking forward to this fight. Levi Rigters, I hope he will win. It doesn't matter on points or knockout, but I think it will be a point. Yeah.
Well, it's a major opportunity for him fighting a really game opponent like this, and he's fighting on a major card as well, on the main card. If he wants to make a name for himself and really put himself over the top, like you said, like you had the opportunity to, this is the time to do it. This is a really good time to do it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, who do you have?
Man, you know what? Jamal Ben Saddik is so tough. I have trouble picking against him because, like you said, no one's really tested his head. Rico hit him a bunch of times, and he was never really... He wasn't clean out. He was really struggling to stay up. Yeah. His corner was so good with the veteranship in between rounds of like, oh, as the round started, we dropped the stool, trying to get him to recover. I want Levi to win because, like you said, it's some new blood at heavyweight. He's a young guy with a lot of potential, but it's a tall order. If you had to beat anybody to put yourself into the top three, Ben Saddik is hard to fight.
Yeah. So when this matchup came up, I was like, hey, who's doing the management of Levi? I would have skipped this fight. Maybe for next year or something, or end of the year. But right now, no. But still, I think I'm giving a better chance. Yeah.
So let me tell you, and then we'll move on to our favorite match, which is Vakhitov and Tavares. But I'll tell you my favorite moment of Glory Collision 3. So this was Jamal Ben Saddik and Rico Verhoeven. It was a great title fight at heavyweight. One of the great moments, like a back and forth at war. One of the better moments in Glory history. And then they cut to Remy Bonjasky, and they say, "Remy, what do you think of the fight?" And you go, "Man, these guys didn't look that good, did they? These guys have terrible cardio." And I think they cut away really quick. They were like, "Shut up! Remy's not on TV."
No, but hey, be honest. That was a bad cardio for Jamal, wasn't it?
Man, so I was wondering. Oh yeah, you're right. But like back in 2003, 2004, you had to fight like a dozen rounds. You had to fight extension rounds against Musashi. What was your cardio routine like back then? That's insane what you were doing.
And people ask me that, so some people ask me, how was it in the K1 period and comparing to Glory? I'm going to tell you, Glory is a fantastic organization, and they're doing really good things, but they should bring back the 8-man tournament. And the 8-man tournament, that is where you can, how do you say that, put yourself in a position where you are, you're really the best, because the charm of a tournament is that whenever you fight in one fight and then you winner, there are a whole lot of things are happening in a tournament. People get injured, people get, a lot of things are happening in a tournament. And that's why I think they should bring it back. 8 of the best fighters of the world fighting one tournament one day. And that's why we had to work for every other 7 other fighters. I don't train for just one fight. I'm training for all the other fighters that I can, get in the tournament. And that's why your cardio, if this is your best cardio, it needs to be here. It needs to be on top. It needs to be, because all these extra rounds, like you said, getting extra rounds in the final, getting extra rounds against Ernesto, having a bruised rib, going to the next fight, your jaw is broken, and all that. That is unhuman. That is you're an alien, or it's crazy. And that's why I think they need to bring him back. And so when I was looking at the fight between Jamal and Rico, I was like, wow. I see in the second round, they were already looking like, well, not exhausted, but they were breathing heavy. I was like, come on, man. You're training to fight, to be the champion, the next champion, and you're already tired? Come on. Come on. It's unbelievable. Hey, tell that to Ernesto. Tell that to Sammy Shield, Peter R. Come on. They're laughing in the chair.
I know, and you're absolutely correct. Of like, you had to fight Ernesto, who's 4 rounds, and then fight more guys in extension. You fought Musashi in the final. That is, like you said, inhuman. Like, that's insane.
Because I fought Ernesto Hose in 2004, 4 rounds. Then you go to the locker room. They stitch you up. You come back. Then I had to fight Francois Bota.
Yeah,
kicked him in the 3rd round. Kicked him down. He almost beat me up because I had already a bruised rib and he was killing me on the body. Yeah. But I kicked him down, and then I had to fight Musashi. 70,000 people screaming Musashi. The jury, Japanese. Yeah. The referee, Japanese. Everybody Japanese. Then you had to fight real hard, real strong to win this fight. So after 3 rounds, I was like, hey, I won the fight. And then they said, it's a draw. I was like, come on. Okay. Then we go to the extension round, the extended round. Fourth round. I was like, already, okay, I won the fight. Then they said, again, an extra round. So I had to fight 5 rounds to be the winner. And if you see, we were going at it. We were high paced. And come on, then I had already 2 fights before that. How can you be tired after 2 rounds?
Oh, man. I know. And you're absolutely correct. I think tournaments as well, give the opportunity to create immense drama, like what we saw with you and Badr. Like, watch that 20 years later. That's still insane what happened. You and Musashi 2 years in a row. It creates these really interesting moments. Or like Jerome Labagne broke his arm, I think, Gokhan Saki, and then he went to the next round still. Like, tournaments are insane. But I completely agree with you. Would the Dutch government allow an 8-man tournament? You know what I mean? Or they don't care. That's fine.
They already did. Jamal won the 8-man tournament 2017. 2017, Jamal in Glory, they had an 8-man tournament, and he won, and with a broken hand.
That's what I mean. Of like, it creates storylines. It creates drama.
Yeah, you're completely right. It creates drama, storylines, and you know, like you said, the arm of Labanner, me fighting 5 rounds and all that. It people are still thinking about that moment. The real fans, the older fans, it's like somebody telling you, you know, back in the days, Muhammad Ali and blah 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 blah, a rumble in the jungle. You know, it's creates drama, and with a one fight championship, it's no drama.
We want those storylines of where our heroes, and this was what the golden age of combat sports in Japan, that combat sports boom was really like. It was, and you guys were fighting in the Tokyo Dome. Everyone looked like superheroes, and everyone was fighting like superheroes. Now, I have a listener question for you. This was the most upvoted question. I said, I'm interviewing Remy. What questions do you guys have? And they wanted to know, if Rico Verhoeven was fighting in that combat sports boom of Japan, where would he have sat? Where would he have fit? Is he a top 4? Is he a top 16? Or is he number 1? What do you think, Remy? You know better than anyone.
Oh my God. People are going to hate me for this one. All the fans of Rico were like, Remy, fuck you.
That's right. That's exactly right.
No, I really think that Rico is a great fighter, and he's a hard worker. But times like when you had Saint Michel, Peter Arts, and that's the host, me, myself, and all those other strong, talented fighters.
And in their athletic prime as well.
Yeah, in the athletic prime, he would not fit in. He would not fit in. That's what I believe. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I believe. And great respect to him. But if you look how when he's fighting against Badr Hari, and not even the Badr Hari in his prime. And if you look at the first fight, Badr was winning the fight. Then he got injured in his arm. Then he had the second fight. Badr knocks him down, kicks him down in a simple combination with punch, liver, and then to the head. I was like, come on. If Badr, not in his prime, beating you up like this, what would he do in his prime? What would he do when he was still, let's say, 27, 28 against Rico? You know, and I'm like, come on, Badr. When we fought Badr, he was in his prime. He was tough as hell. You know, and if he was 30, 32 or 30 fighting against Badr and not even beating him up, I was like, come on. I believe that he would not really fit in with guys like us.
And I agree with you as well.
We were knockout artists. And everybody had his special thing, you know. Jerome Badr was for hard punch, southpaw. Peter Art was the lumberjack, you know, and Ray Saber was taunting his opponent. Everybody had something special, you know. I had my jumping knee, and if you look at Saint Michel, he had something. And if you know your stamina is the best thing you have, then you're not gonna get a lot of knockouts. You know, if stamina the best thing you go, because I think Rico has his stamina is great, you know. But is that the thing people are coming to the stadium? I don't think so.
Well, I think what you're saying is like he had the baseline of he has amazing stamina, but everyone at that time had amazing stamina and this. You know what I mean? Whereas like you're saying like he almost has like just the amazing stamina. Although he's an amazing all-around fighter. He gets Dutch kickboxing extremely well. He's an amazing champion. He's got 10 title defenses, but I do co-sign with you, and I think others do as well.
I hope so.
We also have on the card at Glory 80, Artem Vakhitov will be defending his light heavyweight title against Luis Tavares. This is a rematch. Oh, it's a good one. It's a rematch from a few years back. Luis Tavares was
a lot of years back, because I've been there. I was there in the States when Vakhitov made the liver punch, the punch to the body. Woo! You know, Tavares is a great fight, but at that time I could hear him scream. I really could hear him scream, and it was a hard punch. But I've seen Tavares making his progression. He's getting better and better. Well, his head movement is great with the feet. Yeah, but still, Artem Vakhitov is a great champion, and he's really, really good. So I think Tavares needs to step it up and go for the best, you know. And he needs to bring his best game plan, his best shots, best kicks, to win from Vakhitov. Yeah.
It's a tough matchup. Vakhitov is a frustrating fighter for anyone, and he thrives in exchanges, which is why like sometimes he has very frustrating fights because fighters don't know how to get to that second layer against him. But Tavares has shown a lot of patience and a lot of growth. He controls the center. He's picking his shots with feints. It's a great matchup. This is a really good, this is a great rematch right here. I might pick Luis in this one. I like him. I think he's going to do well.
Yeah, me too. I agree with you, Tavares. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. So what else do you have going on? I'm going to give you the last word here. My name's Tim Wheaton with Tim Wheaton MMA. Joined, this is the MMA Sucka show. So tell the people what you got going on. You're writing right now. You have an academy. You're an underwear model. We got Glory 80.
No, I got two gyms here in the Netherlands, and we're doing great. Even though we had to close it up for during the COVID times, but we're doing great. Or we're still thinking about opening up the third one when everything is at ease with COVID. Writing books, writing books for children, for the next generation. In September, the first one's gonna come out, the first book, and we're doing a lot of things for youngsters. And I'm ambassador for kids that doesn't have money, to go do sports. So I'm ambassador for a club that take care of the financial stuff for the parents. If somebody doesn't have enough money but willing to do a sport, and they're poor or anything, the association will take care of them. So I'm ambassador for that. So I'm doing a lot of things also for Glory. I'm working, I'm writing for one of the biggest newspaper in Holland. So doing a lot of things, and of course try to prepare some guys for the next level, to fight in Glory. Yeah.
This is absolutely wonderful. I really appreciate your time here today. Remy, I will see you at Glory 80, and have a great afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much, man. See you.